Well, now that I've soaked my wood chips, I'm good to go. How is everybody? Yes, Melinda, they were floating all along and up and down and up and down.
Are we live? Because I'm not. Maybe I need to restart mine. There we go. It took mine forever to kick in.
Well, that's the time difference. Going through all the things it's got to go through.
Hey, Miss Linda, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Linda.
Yeah, so we had Sandy in here, then Miss Melinda, then Christine. Oh, by the way, the GTO is doing good. And there's Tish.
She beat me to the jump there. She quick on the green light.
I hope y'all had a good time in Oklahoma, Tish. Hey, Stampy.
Y'all go and see Sherman. Y'all get you some watermelon. Oh, yeah, the hand's always there. Yeehaw. Christine laughing at me. All right. Well, folks, bad news is that feller that came off the life support, he finally went home. So for me, I see it as God allowed him to wake up long enough to tell everybody goodbye before going home. And other than that, KP?
Yeah, Kenneth Powell. Hi, Gray Wolf.
Gray Wolf. And that's the only way I can look at that. Everything I've heard everybody saying about the man, he was allowed to wake up long enough to tell everybody bye before going home, and now he's at home. So it's a sad thing, but it's a good thing. He run his race, he's gone home. Another thing I'm going to mention, and I'll probably get God on tape for this, but there's somebody else going to go live at 5:30, so some of y'all may know who it is. If y'all feel like going and being a part of that live, y'all go right ahead. It's not a big thing. Oh, T&J Homestead. Well, it's a good thing y'all in here.
Hi, Kay and Jessica.
Because tonight's live is going to be promoting you guys and Derek Feller, 1973. What's me, Linda?
She's staying here with us.
Huh?
She's staying here with us.
Staying here with us?
Yeah, for the live.
Okay. Well, I just thought I'd put that out there and try to help that feller out. I think it's amusing. But, yeah, T&J, I'm glad y'all here because y'all and Derek Fowler 1973 is going to be what's in the night pot tonight. Folks, y'all need to go check them out. They're trying to build their channels up. Teddy and Jessica, they're a good young couple. Jessica, you got another one on the way. I saw your latest video. I don't know if that's what I saw was remnants of the last or beginnings of a new. And forgive me if that seems a little insensitive because, you know, I'm a guy. I don't know these things. But anyway. Just until you roast me? Oh, cool. Thanks, Melinda. Yeah. And like any young channel, they'll have things they need to work on, like audio. Yeah, they have to learn where the audio is going in and out and how to combat that. Oh, yes, a baby girl will be here January 1st, 2024. Well, all right. Maybe it'll get here just a little early and be a New Year's baby, flat out. That would be something. Yeah, Teddy and Jessica, they good people. They try to build something up. They ain't always able to put content out continuously, but they are working on that.
They have 43 videos.
Where are they at? 80 something?
87 subscribers.
87. Derek Fowler, 1973. Yeah, he's at somewhere around 80.
Let me look real quick.
I think it's 80.
88.
Is it 88?
I think it's 88. Let me look.
Last
81, I'm sorry.
All right. Well, last I looked, it was 80.
He has 81 subscribers and 42 videos.
He's a pretty good feller. Now, let me tell y'all about Derek. Derek only started doing this because I encouraged him to do it. We was in a live on somebody's. I think it might have been Jason's or somebody's. I can't remember which live it was. He might remember it better than I would, but we got talking, and he's talking about he thought about doing a YouTube channel, but he just didn't really think he'd have anything interesting. And I just told him, I said, well, it ain't about anything interesting. It's about your life. And I told him, I said, if you'll dare to do it, I'll dare to watch it. Did you, Melinda? That's good. Because I'm glad he did it. I told him he needed to. We talked about it in that live. It wasn't long after that he started putting out his first video and everything. And he's still unsure of himself, but he's still staying with it a little bit. He took a little break, it seems, for a little while. He put a video out recently, and I told him, I said, about time. Been wondering where he's at. But it's just something you have to kind of get into the groove of and get started with it. But he's doing it. Then I don't know if he'll share his pickled eggs. That looked pretty good. That coming from a guy who don't really get into pickled eggs.
I love pickled eggs. I gotta make me something soon.
Well, y'all heard that. So anyway, those are two channels from good people. Just giving it a chance, seeing what they can do with it. Melinda said she didn't get any. But that's the who and what's up for this Sunday. Derek Fowler, 1973, and T&J Homestead, Teddy and Jessica. And I like them. Teddy with that big old beard and good chaw in his lip, in his cheek, everything. And Jessica seems really sweet. But, they just a young couple trying to get somewhere in life. That's a story many of us know very well. We all just trying to get something started in life while we live this life. So, for those that are here, push them out there, share their videos, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, share them out, get them out there. They've been at it for a little while. I think their numbers are too low. I think their numbers need to increase because they're good folks, plain and simple. Beet juice, all right. Yeah, that's what I'm doing with it. All I'm doing with this is being her second channel. I provide the content. And I did that at the urging and behest of a fellow YouTuber who's no longer with us, Wonder Adventures, Wonder Arts and Adventures. And he was a really great guy. Thought the world of him. And he'd had many battles with cancer, and finally he finally lost. But it was his time. And his wife, Christina, she's continuing on a little bit. I don't know what she really plans to do with it all. That's just I only like pickles.
Oh my gosh, I like pickles, pickled squash, pickled beet, pickled okra, pickled eggs, pickled peaches. Oh man.
Tish is not extremely adventurous when it comes to food. She knows what she likes, and that's what she's going to go for. I used to be like that.
Until you met me.
And then I met a foodie. And it's actually been pleasant surprises, the things I've tried, being with her and her getting me to try stuff. Yeah, I never thought in my life I would ever try tofu. She got me to try tofu. It weren't bad. Chinese hot mustard. Woo! That stuff will light you up, but it'll sure enough clear your sinuses out. And actually, the taste of it ain't bad. But the first time I had some, it went in my mouth. And y'all ever seen the movie Backdraft or other movies where it's showing what happens when you get a backdraft happening in a fire situation? That's what it felt like going up my nose.
Yeah, I was teasing Piggy the other day. I said, bet you never thought you'd ever eat tofu or seaweed.
Well, Linda, if that's the case, then I need to eat a whole ton of it more because I ain't got that much on my chest. Of course, that might have something to do with the 25% Cherokee Indian blood I got in me.
Hi, Miss Stacey.
Stacey! But, y'all, me and Miss Linda, we talk sometimes. And recently, I made a post on Facebook, and she got concerned because of it and called me up. And we sat there and talked for about 2.5 hours. Talked about a lot of different things. Y'all, Miss Linda is a hoot. I'm going to tell you, she'll make you laugh. And we talked about a lot of different things, but, that is one sweet woman. I don't know if that'd be a good idea, Linda.
Too many eggs might not be a very good idea at all.
Not for me and my system, because before my surgery, it might have been all right. It'd just be some bad smell, but my system likes to back up now that I've had that surgery. It takes a while for things to process through. Might be 1,000 times worse.
Alvin!
Alvin!
Welcome in, sir.
Alvin, you might notice I'm out of the basement.
I let him out of the basement. It got too hot down there.
She saw me melting away. So she said, well, I guess I'll have a little pity on you. So, anywho, those are the two. T&J Homestead and Derek Fowler, 1973. Check them out, put them out, share them out. Do what you got to do if you like them and help get them some numbers up on there. Help them make their efforts worth their while.
She says, Piggy, I sure enjoy your Piggy Talks videos. Hopefully everybody will enjoy my video come up Wednesday. I don't know.
Tish, that might be because you have a little insight as to how those sometimes come about. I know exactly what I'm talking about.
You're right, Miss Linda. It would be.
Linda, with the way my system likes to back up, by the time it decided to blow, it might blow more than I want it to. Might have to go, after that got done with, might have to go around with one of them colostomy bags.
No.
That just, nah, it might not be good. There would be some collateral damage on that. I didn't know about that, Linda, but yeah.
I'll be back in a minute, folks.
Susie, how do you know that I don't already? Might be more than just that I'm disabled while I stay at the house most of the time. Yeah, be kind of like going out and be kind of like pig pen off of peanuts. Have a big old swath of people making way for me, trying to get away. Susie, you got me there. Susie said, because Elaine wouldn't be around. Yeah, you got me on that one. Try to keep it at a minimum.
I'm back. I got me some water.
Well, Linda, if it got that bad, yeah, she'd be with me after she took some soap and steel wool to me.
I just spray him down with a hose and throw some soap at him. Yeah, I had to get me some water.
Oh, man.
Okay. Stay down there.
Which one you come on in?
Charlie, he's standing there looking at me. Let me up there because Gray's over on his table.
Pain in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That fishing channel, welcome in.
Howdy, that fishing channel. Yeah, Linda, I got a hose attachment out there for washing the vehicles, and it's got a power wash selection. Yeah, y'all know what would happen there.
The fishing channel said, Piggy Elaine popped in to say hi, thumbed up and shared, and I got on fishing.
Well, you go fishing. Catch us something good for the frying pan.
Okay, I'll check it out, Gray Wolf. Let me see where I'm at here.
Hey, yep, isn't it? Yeah, that power wash selection, it shoots out a stream of water about half the size of the end of my pinky there, diameter wise, and it's quite powerful.
Will do, Grey Wolf. I just checked it. I will when the video, when the live's over.
I don't know. Well, it's rained here quite often and rained hard. The only thing about it is those rains are colder than what comes out the garden hose.
All right, Miss Susie, you be safe going to the store, hon.
Yeah, pick me up a couple of snacks while you out. Oh, me. Kind of like that news, but Teddy and Jessica, they're going to have them a youngin' January 1st.
Yeah.
I hope it comes just a little early. As in, the first second at the stroke of midnight between December 31st and January 1st.
Yeah, we're supposed to be getting
Well,
that hurricane down in the Gulf sometime this week.
Looky, we got a pontoon Jody. How you doing, Jody?
Hey there, Miss Jody.
So let's see, January 1st. This is August, September, October, November, December. So we got about 4 months, folks.
Yeah.
To see what the next example of good work that Teddy and Jessica do. I hope Derek puts another video out soon so he'll be getting back in there with it.
He put out the pickle one, and then he put out one about 2 hours ago.
Did he?
Yeah.
I ain't seen it yet.
Yeah, there's one up. The pickle one was from 2 days ago, and he's got air fryer August, air fryer chicken.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I gotta watch it.
Yeah.
I forgot about seeing that one pop up. So what's new with everybody? What's going on out there? I don't get out much.
Only when I tell him we're going somewhere.
That's it. See, I don't get out much. Tell me what's going on out there. I'm trying to say.
All right, B. And people wonder. Y'all, I live with this 24/7, 365.
Oh, what y'all say ain't nothing.
Oh, baby. I tell you right now.
Y'all multiply that by about 100, and that's what she deals with every day.
I can't say anything. Piggy sees a side of me that nobody else sees.
Folks, we can be driving down the road talking about stuff. And might be talking about particular subjects. And she will, just as straight-faced, straight-voiced as talking about the weather, say something, and pert near caused me to go off the road laughing. She said, well, it's the truth. I'll be like, well, yeah, but it was funny.
Listen, what you want to talk about?
Anything and everything. I don't care.
Tell me a joke, Miss Linda.
Tell me what's up with all of you.
Yeah.
I'm sure Jody is getting ready to go fishing somewhere. Put some cocky guy that thinks he's really good in his place with the fishing. Yeah, Jody, I don't get to watch much, but I keep tabs on hearing about stuff, and I hear about you making the guys cry with you being better than they are. Oh, Jody going to be a Mimo in January, little girl. That's awesome. And they used to sing the song with "Stop" in it for Frosty the Snowman. I thought the song was "Stop" and it was "Stop in the Name of Love." Who sung that?
Pointer Sisters, wasn't it?
Female group from a long time ago.
Yeah, Pointer Sisters, because it had Diana Ross in it.
Okay.
That might have been the Springs.
Might have been.
All I remember, I think it was Diana Ross.
Wilkes County boy. Howdy.
Hey, Wilkes County.
How you doing?
The Supremes sang that song.
Oh.
They recorded it in January of 1965 and released it as a single on February the 8th. That came out a few months before you were born, Piggy.
Dang, that's old. She the one gonna have you a grandbaby? Bama girls.
Yeah, Piggy married him, a Bama girl.
Yes, I did. I saw a little video of TikTok or something get shared. It's been around, but I showed it to Elaine. She was, yeah, I done seen that one. And this guy sitting on there talking about, are you, Rita? Talking about, are you scared of your woman?
Hi, Miss Rita.
You know, it's said that if she doesn't scare you a little bit, she ain't the one. Oh, Jody go become a Bama girl too? Well, you'll have to let us know.
Well, they'll have you a lot of good fishing spots over there, Miss Jody. I know there's Donaldsville Lake, Tennessee River. What is it? There's one over toward Decatur that they have that's a good fishing area.
We got some friends in Mentone that sure a lot of them like fishing. And some of her what is Misty, a cousin to you?
Yeah, all my cousins, Chris, Misty, all them, they love to fish. Chris likes to go bass fishing.
Chris loves to fish. But
Ting Ting, welcome in.
Ting Ting! Already getting screamed at. Why?
Oh, because Piggy letting it go loud.
I'm just Piggy being Piggy.
Well, Miss Jody, I let you know a little secret. I was raised just outside of Huntsville in a little town called Paint Rock until I turned 7 years old. And then until I went to high school before I moved to Kentucky, I lived just south of Huntsville in Morgan County. So I know that area very well.
And she has a friend in Huntsville, Alabama.
I got several friends in Huntsville.
Well, one at least that I know of. I know Shirley, I think, is down there.
Shirley's in Huntsville. Mr. Nate is in Huntsville.
Yeah.
I know several people because there's a lot of people I went to school with that live in that area. But yeah, Huntsville is a nice area. It really is.
Yeah. Shoot, now I done forgot what I was saying when Rita came in.
I don't know.
I was talking about friends in Mentone and Chris and them. And,
yeah.
And all that. I got sidetracked when I saw Rita, and I had to say hello to her. And then Tang Tang. I love it. I love it when ladies. Wait a minute, Tang Tang, aren't you over here down in Oklahoma somewhere, or is that somebody else I'm thinking of?
Yeah, Tang Tang's the one's in Oklahoma.
Okay, so
Scary women.
Huh?
Scary women is what you were talking about.
Oh yeah, that video. Guy sitting there talking about leave it to Rita to remember. And anyway, it was talking about that fact. He's talking about a lot of women in the North were asked, if somebody hurt a child or was hurting a child, would you mess them up? That's kind of putting it lightly. And they'd all sit there and think about it. Well, the same number of Southern women were asked the same thing. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, we'd take care of that. If the child was in trouble, once I showed up, they would now be safe." And if it was too much for me, I'd call a bunch of my girlfriends and we'd take care of business and everything. And then we'd go on with our day, what we had to do and all like that and everything. And then if I got caught, just know that in my mugshot, I'd be smiling. So yeah, us other men are scared of our women because they don't play.
No.
You go wrong, they are the cure. They are the answer. They will take care of it. And chances are nobody would ever know because I've heard enough women personally talk about places they know where bodies are never found. So there'd be nothing. And they wouldn't think twice about doing it, especially if a child was involved. So, yeah, we scared our women. That's not that we're scared and tucked down in a corner from them. We just know to walk the line. Because we know that if we cross that line, they know how to erase the problem.
Pink thinks that she just got.
I see that. Yeah. That's rough.
Turns into a 20-hour. Ooh, my goodness.
Right, especially that number 3 skillet, that big boy, or the number 5, whatever they call it. Yeah. Miss Joey Stewart, she cooks with cast iron all the time. She'd have no problem slinging that big old cast iron one. And game over. You're done. Out there over there, they got gators in some places. So, I mean, be no problem taking care of that problem.
Yep, Miss Jody's true Southern woman, country girl. She's glad to go to jail.
Well, Jody, here's the thing about mama bears. Something I learned long ago. You do not mess with a mama bear. And this is why. If you're coming up against a man, he's likely just to hit you with a baseball bat or a pew and be done with it. But you women, oh no, it ain't going to be that easy. Y'all going to be like the Indian women of long ago. When the warriors brought back warriors from another tribe and handed them over to the women to torture before killing them. That's the thing about a mama bear. She will gladly sit there and do all sorts of stuff you wouldn't have thought possible and smile at you while you scream in pain. And it might take days. You're going to die, but it might be days of unimaginable agony. And she'll be smiling the whole time. Like, no, let me face the man. If something's going to go down, let me face the man. I'll go down facing the man. If we're losing in battle, I'm going to die in the battle. Ting, ting.
Yep.
Exactly right, Ting, ting. But anyway, that's what that guy was talking about on that video. And the northern women was like, well, I don't know. I don't really approve of violence and all like that. The southern women was like, yeah, FAFO. Tish, somebody like you would be scariest of most. You're intelligent and you're small. So being small, you already know you have to do things to finesse something hard in order to get it done. So you're thinking about what's got to be done and how to do it. And you're like one of Elaine's aunts. You sit back and you might not seem like you're paying attention to what's going on, but you're taking in and observing every little second of what's up. And others who don't recognize that, let's just say I recognize that. I recognize that about Elaine's aunt. We first went to meet her Uncle Pete and Aunt Shirley. And her Uncle Pete, he kind of hard to get to, and there was something happened that caused him to open up and become a chatterbox. They had this cat, and Elaine said that cat don't come to nobody hardly except for her Uncle Pete. And, well, we went in there, the cat went and hid and all like that. Next thing I know, that cat is bumping my right elbow, wanting me to pet it. I saw her Uncle Pete's jaw drop just a little bit, and Elaine, her jaw dropped. And I started petting that little kitty. He opened up and became a chatterbox. Well, in the meantime, her Aunt Shirley was sitting in another chair facing the TV, like she was watching the TV. And she's small like you are, Tish. But I could tell that she was absorbing every little detail, even though she didn't look like she was paying attention at all. That makes you extremely dangerous. Means you think, and you think very deeply about what you got to do and what you got to do in order to get it done and how to get it done. Now, Jody, I'm not discounting you because women are pretty much all that way.
Jody said she's just going to put them in the ground. That'd be done with it. So it ain't worth my time torture. I'm just going to get you in the ground and eat you.
Jody be good catfish bait, wouldn't it? Linda, a woman with a swift kick and a quick knee is pretty effective too. That's something else a man should never underestimate about a woman, is how quick she is with that knee. In boot camp, I was pretty fast. I was fast as a rattlesnake. But as fast as I wasn't nowhere near as fast as a woman that knows how to use that knee. Right, Melinda? Catfish dog.
Hey, Catfish Dog, welcome in.
A catfish dog, I ain't telling them nothing they don't already know. I'm just admitting it. Ting ting. My ex-boyfriend was cheating on me. I broke a wooden cutting board over his head and put him in a coma for 3 days. Mission accomplished. But Tang Tang, do you think it'll ever make him think twice again about cheating on anybody else? I don't know if, ones that go there, I don't know if they're that smart.
Tish, I'm pretty sure that would be true.
Like I said, a woman knows how to use that knee. I like Tang Tang. Attitude, I love it. Stand up for what's right.
Attitude, you love it. That's what my video is about. All about attitude, or what is attitude's everything.
But Tish, I'm just going to tell you, when he went to the doctor, it wouldn't be to have him dropped, it would just be to have the peanut butter removed. Because that's all that'd be left.
Jody, I agree right there. I agree with you.
Right? It's what me and Elaine have told each other from early on. Yeah, if you're tired, just let me know. I'll go.
I'm one of those, I don't want to be where I ain't wanted.
That's it. Right? It really ain't worth it. A lot of times nowadays, when you do what's right, you're the one that gets punished. Backtrack hooligans, how you doing? It's going pretty good.
Welcome in, Backtrack Hooligans.
He subbed up here recently.
Yes.
Saw him on Randy's. He said that he was subbed up to me, and he went back not long after and found out he'd been unsubbed, so he had to sub back up.
That happens a lot on YouTube.
And for those of y'all that don't know, when I say Randy, I'm talking about Missouri Outlaw Randy, truck driver. I go in on his lives fairly frequently. So who else got any good news?
And just to put out there, anybody that wants their link drop, type in fork, F-O-R-K, and it will drop your link.
As in, where's my fork? Catfish dog, you still doing your 1-800 rent a fish? Same thing. I did my best, but revenge is sweet. There's no judgment here. Oh, me.
That's me. I don't like drama.
That's it. That's why we are the way we are. There's a hint of drama, we're gone.
Mm-hmm.
And we drop whatever's causing it. All right, that's cool. I love those commercials you do. Call 1-800-RENT-A-FISH. I like the way you do it too. That's the whole thing.
That truck said they had some pretty bad storms and tornadoes. Got everything cleaned up and relaxing now. That's good. Glad you can relax from that.
Right?
Yeah.
It's pretty bad stuff like that. You get all tensed up and have to try to take care of business. Yeah.
That's what makes it great, Pam, is because it is done in fun. It's hilarious.
For me, that's what it's all about. Just get on here and have some fun. We've all got too many troubles and struggles and all like that in our own personal lives that we have to deal with it on here.
Oh,
That's a good one, Jody. She has me served on her princess. Well, thank you. Tang Tang, Jody is an excellent uh, fisher of catfish.
Hey, Jefferson, welcome in.
Jefferson, I have seen plenty of examples of guys being cocky, thinking they were all that. And Jody took the air out of their balloons. And Catfish Dog, he's just fun. He does that 1-800 rent a fish commercial thing. He makes up, and you can't just listen to it. You got to watch him as he does it, because I mean, it is hilarious.
I love it. I do. I miss those from not having been in Mike's for a while, and then Mike hadn't been mine for a while. And
right.
I'm usually in bed by 9 o'clock now.
Right.
If I'm awake, I might be in bed playing on my phone or something, and I'll be awake 1 minute, sleep the next, and never even realize it.
Yeah, Jody, that comment was funny.
I like that one.
Yeah. She said, "Come on, Tim, news break. Catfish Dog meets John Parker at CatCon and peas on John's leg."
That's funny.
That was hilarious. Who else has got anything new going on? The two channels for today is T&J Homesteading and Derek Fowler, 1973. They're under 100. They need to come up. Derek Fowler's a good old boy, and Teddy and Jessica are a good young couple. Too much tea. And I said, piece of cake, I'll wait for 7 p.m. and it's time for bed then, Elaine. Well, about an hour and 15 minutes. And I think I'm going to have to let her control it for a minute because I got to go visit my wood chips or I might go nuts.
Backtrack, I just dropped Catfish Dog's link for you. Well, I guess Piggy just walked off. Maybe Charlie. Yeah, he walked off to do his wood chips. Let me come over here. I'll do this one. Well, I'll come over and say hi. And thank all of you that were in my live last night. And now I can't read comments. Uh-oh. Let's see. This green tea is good for you until you start. Yeah. I'm not big on green tea, but I'll drink it if I have to. I ain't big on Gatorade either, but I've been drinking a lot of that lately. Y'all, please forgive me. I can't read the comments. Even on Piggy's screen, as big as it is, it's all just a big blur for me. I've got my screen blacked out, so everything's in white popping out, and I can read it. Zally, do it from there. Do it from there. Oh, man, that would be funny. Well, I'm going to turn it back over to Piggy here.
Sorry about that, folks, but I'm going to tell you, as at least all the fellers, I know that y'all understand that when it's sitting there about to burst through the valve, you can't think, you got to go. What we thinking?
Oh, I'm letting stuff out for supper while we're talking.
No, I saw a catfish dog say thank you.
Oh.
The world may never know, Linda. Tang, it's hard for me to read small words. I got this thing on pop-out chat on 175%. And it's up on the 24-inch screen where I can make it bigger and on 175%. So I make sure I can see it. That's right, Linda.
I think mine's like at 110%, but I can't read the black writing on the white screen. Oh, man.
That's right, catfish dog. That's exactly right. He said that's when it stops being a garden hose and becomes a fire hose.
That's it.
Some of y'all think I'm funny. A lot of these guys in the fishing community, I ain't got nothing on them.
I want some chips. Oh, I want some chips and salsa too, Joe, as long as I can get them from the correct place. Place I used to go get them. Went to eat their salsa and it tasted like cold tomato soup with stuff in it. It wasn't good.
Linda, this was a case where there was no water running needed in the background to help things along. It was there and it was going to happen whether I went or not.
I prefer he went.
So would I. And y'all, like she said about typing in for anybody and everybody is welcome to type that in and drop their link to help promote their own channels. That's what it's there for. Everybody get to know everybody. A catfish dog, we got 7 of them.
Yeah, we got 7 cats now.
We got 7 cats. We'd lost another one here a while back, Callie. Picked her up one day, and normally she weighs as much as the rest of them, even though she don't look like it. But I picked her up this one day, and she felt light as a feather. I could tell she had lost a lot of weight, and she was insisting on some loving, so I picked her up, held her like a little baby, and she walked off. We never saw her again.
All right, Tish, y'all have a good evening. We love y'all.
Y'all take care. Tell Pooch I said howdy.
Yeah. Now, the type of cats we talking about here might not be the type of cats they're talking about there. They may be talking about them cat. Fishy, 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 fishy.
Oh. That is true.
Different types of catfish or different types of cats.
I didn't take that into account because most of them here are cat fishers.
Yeah.
Catfish fishers.
Like I said, now I got a cousin. He likes to bass fish. He used to have a bass fishing boat. I'm saying he'll happy with whatever he catches. I've seen some of the big ones he's caught.
That's right, Backtrack. If you hadn't never heard Catfish Dog do that, you need to find where he's at and listen to it. It is funny. Huh?
I dropped his link for him.
Oh.
Because he asked.
Yeah, catfish. Catfish dog, he's all right. I like him. So who else? Well, catfish dog, we kind of, let's just say God brought the cats here that we have.
Yeah.
I had one, had her for a long time, and then we got a little bit. We've had her about 8 years.
Yeah.
And everything. Nala, the one I had, finally took her under her wing and taught her how to hunt.
A little bit. We've had 10 years this year.
A little bit?
Yep, a little bit.
Wow.
10 years this year.
All right, so 10 years. And once a little bit was well trained to hunt, it wasn't long. Nala walked off to die. She was just like Callie. She wanted some extra loving one day, was insistent on it. And she walked off. We never saw her again. So then we had a little bit. Then we got Charlie, our little dog. Then we got Tidbit. She hadn't even been weaned. And Little Bit and another cat taught her how to eat and drink out of the bowls. And then Elaine was finally able to catch her and brought her in and set her down on the desk. And I put my hand down on her head and rubbed it from front to back. And I put my hand away and she put her head up, wanting some more of that. It was a done deal. Derek Fowler, 1973. I'm glad you dropped in because this was about you and T&J Homestead.
Welcome in, Derek.
And it was a done deal. Well, when she came of an age enough, she was a little trollop. She went out and got knocked up. We had 6 from that litter, of which we have 2 left.
No, the first litter was 3.
Oh, yeah, 3. We have 2 left from that litter. The next litter was 6. We lost 1 early on. We lost more. Then we lost Tidbit. And then Callie, she'd bit into a cord, and we took care of her best we could. She bounced back. She was good for a while, but it finally caught up to her, and she walked off to die. And right, Melinda? Right? And everything. So then before that, we got Tank. He was another stray, a little bit. Had started guiding back here to the house. Finally wound up feeding him. Finally got him in the house. And so now he's part of our pack. And, so I just look at it as God brings them to us. So we have them while we have them. And when they go, God said that was the time I had allotted for that. So, that's how I look at it. Well, Derek, you're welcome. I found out that not only myself, but Melinda helped nudge you into doing a YouTube. I remember I told you, if you could dare to do it, I'd dare to watch it.
I'm going to watch this pickled egg video here for a while.
Yeah, even I thought that was pretty good, so I know you'll love it.
Yeah, I love pickled eggs. I'm all about them.
Yeah. So, Derek, after she watches yours, I'm sure there will be a day where she does some of her own. So, Derek, that's what I'm all about, is trying to encourage folks. I'm a firm believer in nothing ventured, nothing gained. What have you got to lose but some time trying it out? Yeah, Derek's a pretty good fella, Linda. Well, Derek, I don't know if she will do it, but after watching yours, I got a feeling sometime in the future she will do something. Because she loves pickled eggs and such things.
Oh, I do. I've been eating pickled eggs since I was like 2 or 3 years old. Love it.
So she used to get them in a local store out of that big jar sitting there.
Yeah, my uncle would take me and my cousin with him when he went to buy his beer. And so we'd be at the beer store, and they get it. They had the big pickles and they had the pickled eggs. She get the pickle, and I get the pickled egg.
Right. Backtrack, there's a lot of good folks on here. That's why it's becoming such a community. You know, there are a lot of us who don't have such good blood ties, and a lot of us have found each other here.
You're right, Derek. When you make them yourself, they are better because you know what's going in them first of all, and you can adjust them to your taste. See, I like mine spicy, which I like heat and spicy anyway. So
Linda asked if you like pickled herring. She loves it. We'll eat a bowl of it.
I have eaten them, and I don't. I mean, I don't mind them. I'd rather have that than quite a few other things. But as far as the pickled herring goes, I actually prefer the little barbecue herring in the can. I like those. It's soaked in the barbecue sauce.
Backtrack says I like spicy myself. So do we.
Oh yeah.
We like spicy stuff. And I'm kind of looking at the future with a little trepidation when it comes to that, because I know if she makes some, I'm going to have to try some. I don't know how that's going to work out.
What, pickled egg?
Yep. Pickled anything other than a pickle.
Well, you don't have to try them.
Well, now, if I'm going to go along with the flow of what your channel is,
You be the happy guinea pig.
and me be the happy guinea pig, I got to be the guinea pig.
Thinking says she wants to learn how to pickle fish. I've never done that, but that would be interesting.
Anybody on here could help Tang Tang out about learning how to pickle fish? Well, backtrack, pickled eggs used to be my daddy's thing. Oh, man. We had a local mom and pop down the way here. They're long since gone. Even the building's gone. Well, there you go, Tang Tang. You talk to Linda. But we go down there, get some bologna sliced off the big chunk of it and everything. It'd be that big old huge jar of pickled eggs and other pickled stuff. I don't know what it was. And I just, you know, being as young as I was, I just couldn't see myself going there.
And look where you're at today.
With somebody that I'm probably going to try it. Oh, Lord, people, help me.
Yeah. Now, my grandmother, you talking about pickled beets, my granny used to make her homemade pickled beets. And she'd do homemade pickled peaches, pickled okra. They're just, if it could be pickled, she pretty much pickled it because she had a big garden. But now, eggs, I don't think she ever tried pickling eggs.
Well, Derek, sounds like something for you to try next. Linda says she got some now. Backtrack, right? Mr. Duggar.
My favorite alien.
Piggy's favorite alien. Mm-hmm. Y'all meet Mr. Duggar if you don't already know him. He can be a very funny guy.
I love Mr. Duggar.
He's also a very nice guy. He likes to do his invasions. Mr. Duggar, feel free to type in fork, Fork, to drop your link. I miss seeing him and Mike's. I ain't really able to stay up long enough to be in Mike's anymore, and Mr. Duggar would be there. I miss those nights. That sounds pretty good.
Let's see, I've heard of pickled bologna, pickled hot dogs, pickled sausages, pickled pig's feet. You know, pickled meat, like I said, if it's food and it can be pickled, I've pretty much heard of it most of the time. Kraut, love kraut.
Yep. Oh, wow. I ain't never had no elk.
I would love to have an elk burger. I'm told those are really good.
Yeah, Lane likes to make trout too, Linda. Pickled sausages.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if I tried them either. I'll put it this way, I ain't never done anything pickled except for a pickle.
Well, you've eaten pickled squash, I think.
No.
You weren't too fond of it. You took a bite of it. But that's because of who made it. You ate a bite of it up there one day.
Well, no wonder I didn't like it. Did not draw. What does that mean, Mr. Duggar? I'm not a hunter or a fisherman, so I don't understand some things.
I think for hunting elk, you might have to be in the water.
I'm figuring that might be what it means, but
yeah. I gotta go set some stuff out for supper, kiddo. Draw a tag for.
Okay. Well, I hate that for you that you didn't get one. Well, Derek Fowler, looks like you need to do some research so you can try to make some. I mean, you made them pickled eggs. You tried doing one thing, why not try something else too? That's what Elaine does. She'll see something on there she ain't done before, and it'll pique her interest. She said, I'm going to try that. Then she'll start looking into it and look at several different recipes of how to do it and then go for it. Tang Tang, if you do, I sure wish this was Star Trek days and we had transporters. I'd transport right over to take a taste. Oh, that's pretty cool, isn't it? You gone, Backtrack? Backtrack said, y'all have a wonderful day. Stay safe. Oh, that sounds good, Linda. Smoked ring bologna. Bologna! All right. Who else got anything new going on? Let's sit here and talk about it a minute or two. Sorry about that. I had to scratch the head. Well, that's good, Linda. He'll know how to do that. I've slowed down on me. I guess I need to hope that she comes back soon so y'all get more talkative. She makes it better, just like her cooking. All right, Melinda, you take care. Well, Linda, it don't itch for the moment. I'm sure I'll get another one soon, though.
I made it back.
She made it back, y'all. Y'all can start talking again. Like you walked away just like everything died.
I'm so sorry about that. I had to lay some stuff out for supper.
Linda's been keeping it going, but there's 11 in there.
Linda said, does it feel better? The head now?
Yeah, I told her.
Oh, okay.
Said it don't itch now, but I'll probably get another one soon, and I did.
Oh, okay. I tell you what, I feel pretty good. Kitty cat puppy dog didn't think I was a lap to lay on all the time. It's too hot for it.
Well, he's a lap dog for number one,
Mm-hmm.
and you the mama for two.
Yep. Oh.
Ooh, that'd be nice. Tang Tang Elaine would probably watch every one of them.
I love watching all styles of Asian cooking, Mexican cooking, Filipino cooking. I mean, it doesn't matter. I like watching cooking videos. Piggy's got a head scratching pole. Okay, 6:15.
Yep.
I still got to do a video for tomorrow.
Yep.
Yep. I think I'm going to do it on refrigerator jam.
I'll be washing dishes to catch up while she's doing it.
Yeah. Then I still got to fix something for supper.
Not too bad, Linda. Tang Tang, when I was in the Marines, I encountered a situation with a Filipino lady. I had one Filipino lady that was like a second mom to me, and she had a lot of friends. Well, this one friend, she had a situation one night, and I helped her to retain and maintain her honor, and then all of Virgie's friends come out to woodwork. Well, as a result of that, that girl kept showing up at Virgie's every weekend I was there. She'd either be there before I was there or a little while after I got there. There's one weekend, she made me some homemade Filipino style egg rolls. And oh my goodness, you talk about good. That girl could cook. And another weekend I showed up and I wasn't feeling too good. I was feeling real bad. I was sick with something. Her and Virgie both put me in my papa sign chair and made me stay there. And the only reason they let me get up is to go to the bathroom. And part of that treatment was, when I first showed up, talking about what was up, she made me go into Virgie's bedroom and lay down on my stomach. She come in there and she walked on my back. I heard stuff pop that I didn't think to pop. And by the time she got done, I was in heaven. And then they made me sit down in my papa side chair, wouldn't let me get up for nothing. Come Monday morning, time to go in for duty, I was A-OK, ready to run. And the situation was she had come to Virgie's, that was the one that was like a second mom to me, as a safe haven. So as to avoid the very thing that she saw open the door for her. A young, very virile Marine. Well, I took her to the spare bedroom. I got her shoes off of her and I got her top off of her. Folks, let me just tell you, there are times I wish I wasn't an honorable man. Grapefruits and defying gravity, that's all I'll say. She was perfect. But then I went to take her little mini skirt off so that she'd be comfortable. She put 2 fingers on my forearm. That was all she could muster for protest. And but I understood. So I laid her down on top of that mattress and covered her up, turned out the light, and closed the door on my way out. Next day, I acted like that was the first time we met. Acted like the previous night never happened. And after that, all of Virgie's friends come out the woodwork. I've had an opportunity to have some of the best looking I've ever seen then or since. But I couldn't do that. 2 reasons. One, I just can't see doing that. 2, Virgie would have kicked my butt from no telling where to where. But that was only the secondary reason. The primary reason was, for me, it has to be sober. You got to want me for me, and you got to do it wanting it sober. Otherwise, to me, that's not consent. It's also another way of forcing it on somebody else. I can't do that. But that was how I helped her retain and maintain her honor, and all Virgie's friends come out to woodwork afterwards. Because, they knew I was a man of honor. I knew they were all about honor. And they saw that I understood it. in a way that most don't. But you talk about the scale of 1 to 10, she was hitting about 15. That's it, Derek, in a nutshell.
The girl, I think, Marine wondered why he was standing still with a firearm and innocent. Years later, when I joined the Navy, I remember that Marine, he was on guard duty.
Right? And there's some Marines out there who have given the name a bad name. We don't recognize those. But and as a Marine, being a Marine is all about honor. Being a warrior. You know, being a warrior isn't about doing whatever you want to just because you can. It's about protecting the weak and those who can't defend themselves. You know, so she had come in search of a safe haven, and that's what she got. Yes, ma'am, Linda. So, and there was definitely a spark between us, but I couldn't go there either because she was already married. That's right, Derek. And because she was already married, I couldn't go there either. That was why she was always there on the weekends after that, being around, because there was something there. But I could not dishonor her or her husband by trying to take up on that. Albeit her husband didn't treat her too well. You know, I couldn't do that. So there's that, and there's one other thing that caused me to leave my duty station when my time was up. Kind of heartbroken. You know, but thing is, if it ain't yours, it ain't yours. Bottom line. Well, you speak to say something?
No.
Oh. Well, things seem to have kind of slowed down. So, has David got one going tonight?
I think he does. I'm pretty sure he does. Let me find it.
Yeah, y'all, Abbott usually has one on Sunday nights, about an hour and a half from now. So if y'all want to go check him out and hang out there a while.
His live tonight is with Cat Claws.
How's that, Linda?
He will be live in 94 minutes. I'll put the link to Abbott's live if anybody wants it.
Well, thank you for coming in, Jody.
Most definitely. Thank y'all all for coming in.
You know, it's kind of an honor to have all y'all in here. That's not kind of, it is. Linda, I thought she had started to say something. She said no. So, yeah, I appreciate everybody that's come in. And I hope you check out T&J Homestead and Derek Power 1973.
Oh,
Cody, that sounds like there is an actual story behind that. I might have to get you to talk about it one day. Oh, Derek, you're in South. I'm in North.
yeah. Just getting me about time for me to go in there, fix supper, and work on the video.
I'll be doing dishes while making sure the video's going.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got all that in there.
Got everything in.
Dang that Mountain Dew.
Out there, green tea. It'll get you every time.
All right, it's out there. I'm going to say, Piggy loves you. We'll see y'all the next time.